Okay, hello dear friends. Good evening. Such a beautiful, beautiful evening. So here I am at Asian Art Museum in San Francisco, and I came to this exhibition. Anyway, it's very inspiring. Not anyway, the word anyway is, let me swallow it back. Anytime when I am completely soak myself into exhibition, I always find it very inspiring and eye-opening, and a lot of ideas. These ideas does not make me rich. These ideas does not make me rich, does not make me smart, does not make me more likable, but I just feel very entertained by my own thoughts, entertained by this moment. Now let's see this exhibition. So this one, a lot of red, is an artist. Her name is Chiharu Shiota. Hello dear friends, let's take a look. So this is the exhibition by a Japanese female artist, and Shiota. Okay, I will tell you her name a little bit later. So this piece of art is quite interesting and quite impressive, and I have seen this art in the museum exhibition website and showing this art, and I could not visualize it, and only coming here it make all sense, and I am inspired by it because I am looking for some art ideas for our annual art exhibition. Now let me slowly talk about it. So first, let's see the structure so you understand what I mean. I think it's kind of hard for you to see. Now here you can see the threads are stretched in a very, it's quite a beautiful and elegant way. And some places there are holes. Here there are holes. Don't know if you can see it. And there are different connections, and it's all connected this way or that way. And on the bottom there is a staple. I think this is the industrial staple art exhibition staple. The staple gun art teachers or artists know this, right? So here are the staples, and the string looks just a normal yarn, but it must be quite strong and quite light. So these strings stretched together, stretched to a certain length until it is coming to an end, it's connected again, and make this one an infinite or this connected mass, connected mesh, connected web, connected network. Here is another hole. And the thing interests me. The first thing is about the structure of these lines. I have done one drawing that was many years ago, 10 years ago, 15 or even 20 years ago, maybe not 20 years ago. More than 20 years ago, I did some doodling, and I did a lot of doodling, some curly-whirly, some dots, something. And there was one time I just want to do straight line. Maybe I will do another painting another drawing to show you. So I did a lot of these straight lines. And the straight line stopped somewhere, connected, and kept on doing, and it creates something that without goal, without intention, without beginning, without end, it's infinite, it's infinity. And so when I see it, immediately it attracts me. So I want to, at least what I can do is to do this project with my students, 2D work, at least can do some drawing, and to understand that painting, drawing, sketching come from a simple straight line. As long as you can put your hand on paper and allow yourself to develop your thoughts, develop your patience, develop your tempo, your cadence, your rhythm, it eventually will come out something interesting and something unique. Anything I do is mine. Anything you do is you. The same class with the same teacher looking at the same piece of artwork, the result will be very different. We will be carried away. We will be carried away by nothing more than our own self. We can become the owner of our artwork. We can be the owner of our own expression because we are the owner of our character, of our habit, of ourself, right? So this is the first thing I want to do with the students, that starting from line, from simple line, you may develop into something that become a flower, become a zentangle, become a sketch, become an animal within a certain geometric shape, or just a random sketch. That's my idea. And the other thing I am interested in making these webs. That looks so interesting, right? Make these webs. Cannot focus because the color is almost the same. Make these webs and see how we can go. Make it into 2D web, or maybe later on into 3D web. Okay, another thing about the exhibition is that I come to exhibition anytime I see artwork. I do not see their explanation. I I have a belief that artwork tells story. It does not need explanation. Well, you can take artwork, but if you want to be the owner of your experience, of your artwork, of this visit, if you want to make it your own, interpret whatever. There is no rule. These artists make it two home countries. The title of this piece of artwork is Two Home Countries. But that is not something that I feel I connect to. I connect to with the strength, with the shape, with the structure. And especially recently, I am a little bit addicted to origami. And this piece of artwork is about structure. And origami is about paper structure. It's about the structural strength, structural connection, structural intertwined structural relationship of material. And when I see it, I just find it's all connected. The whole universe is connected. You see this piece of artwork, you can think about your origami, how you fold it. Not fold like this, but once you know once you are in the flow, you will start to create. And that's what I want to get to my origami stage. Whatever animal, whatever shape, not important. I want to make sure, or I want to understand that I can fold and I can create and I can imagine and manipulate paper shape and surface and structure to make my own expression. So the artist is Chiharu Shiota. Maybe I will come back another time to see so maybe I will come back another time to see the explanation, introduction of the artist. But this time I choose not to look at the explanation, or not much, just a little bit, and look at the artwork and see how I can interpret it. I love those structure things. I love it very much. And it's just very, very interesting. So today, my student asked some wire, and they made some wires together. That soft wire, very soft student artwork wire. One wire does not stand, so he made 2 or 3 or 4 wires blend together and made a snake. And I thought it very interesting. And so this one, it has so many shapes, and it suddenly made me think of AI. Because AI, the artificial intelligence, is about the study of our neural network, I am not talking about the capitalist usage to get rid of people to save money. That's anything, any good things once goes to the hand of people who wants to make money, to take advantage of, it becomes evil. But from my understanding, AI, the true, the original idea is study of neural network, and this is like our neural network have different layers of thinking and different connections and different small little holes, some little secret place, and special connections. I don't know why I have such a connection, but I find it just very interesting. And our brain is complicated, right? When you see something that is so visual of a totally unrelated idea, you can develop so many different thoughts, ideas, and understandings. The artist Shiota, she did not think about neural network maybe, but I just borrow that and thought about our neural network. And this is our veins, our blood veins all together connected. And this piece of painting, not painting, this is a piece of leather. And I am looking at it. It makes me think. I think this is a complete one piece of leather. And now it looks so 3D shaped because it cut the paper open, right? The paper is cut open, so the paper used to be connected together in one piece, have room between them. So it has extra room, can create different shapes. And it reminds me of a fish net. And you can see here, this is actually one piece. This completely is one piece. But by stretching some part, it has a weaker connection or more tension, then it change shape. I will need to do this piece of work when I go back home. I may not make it so complicated, so interesting, but definitely I can make one piece of paper with a lot of increase its length and make it 3D and increase its surface coverage area. I shall do it. I have to do it. Okay, so this piece of this part of art is a little bit beyond my understanding. So the artist herself used her body as a performance art. So you can see here, and she put herself in the mud bathroom, and this one is blood vein, and here are all the red elements of blood-like, and it makes me feel, suddenly reminds me of the other Japanese artist, that her name's Yayoi Kusama, right? Yayoi Kusama, and a lot of dots, the pumpkin dots. I think Louis Vuitton has exhibition with her. She had the Yayoi Kusama's exhibition with Louis Vuitton, with all the museums, and I find that this design looks quite beautiful actually. Put all these dots together, but I find it just bizarre, a little bit bizarre, and I find artists are some of the very, very strange people. No disrespect, I am not artist, so I just feel so strange. Wow, look at this. This is her design. How interesting. And these designs, so beautiful.